Alright guys, welcome to a Rivals video. Today I'm gonna be talking about the movement mechanic, which has been really all over the place right now. Everybody's talking about it, people are calling it a glitch, a mechanic. I'm gonna go over that real quick here, and kind of how it matches with the physics of the game, and kind of how it was all scripted in. I'm not really a scripter myself, but I'll talk to you about it, and kind of how the physics of it works. So first, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I am talking about inside Roblox Rivals, the slide jump with ADS. So that's aiming down sights or right click on PC to get that extra fast movement. So here's me with the pistol using that, and then here is me just like normally slide jumping. I can hold the pistol too. It's a lot faster. Alright, so the first thing I wanted to explain when coming into this is how ADS and aiming down sights works in this game, and how that actually relates to the setting required to use this movement tech or glitch, which is obviously toggle sprint. So in a lot of FPS games, when you ADS, it doesn't allow you to move as fast, or it has a lot less accuracy when you're sprinting, but in this game it only allows you to walk. So that's a big thing to note, is that it sprints when you're not, and then when you are ADSing, it only lets you walk. So when you come out of the ADS and you have toggle sprint on, it's gonna tell, the game is basically saying resume sprinting. They just finished the ADS, now they want to sprint now. It would be really annoying if we had to use toggle sprint and we had to click the button every time after ADSing. So that is why that the game resumes your sprint at the end, and that's a key part of this movement tech. Alright, so one of the last components of this movement tech is the slide. That's a big part about it. So the thing about toggle sprint is that when you're sliding, it actually doesn't detect that or really understand that it's not supposed to sprint while you're sliding. So when you use your ADS and come out of the ADS, that action of pulling back down the gun, then it will say resume sprinting, but you're still sliding, and that's the magic of it. That is how you get this really fast movement versus just a regular slide here. Regular slide, and then your running animation combined with slide, which adds extra momentum to it. So that's just by clicking your ADS after sliding. Here is going to be the jump at the end, which allows us to cancel our slide. That way we don't have to wait out the entire duration of the slide, in which we decelerate and lose a lot of momentum. That way we can keep our momentum, jump, and then when we land again, we can use that again, and it's much, much faster than just sliding and using this running animation. So that would be the last part. That's like the whole physics of it explained as it works. But the important thing to note here is that the developers, well, they kind of just let that happen. They have not put anything that says you can't ADS, come out of ADS, and sprint during a slide. So that's what allows this, but the interesting thing is auto sprint doesn't have this. And I'm not exactly sure why that happens. But all we know is that toggle sprint does let you have this sprinting animation during the slide. It's very overpowered in Rivals right now as of the moment. So I don't know if it would be worth learning. At this point, it's starting to become more well known, and I think the game is going to soon take that out because it's not really balanced. If you think about somebody who's using auto sprint or even like manual sprint, which I don't know why crazy people use manual sprint. Why would you want to hold down an extra button? But maybe people like the feel of it. I don't know. Anyway, for people using that, or for like mobile players, this is a much more difficult for them compared to a PC user, like someone like me who can just turn on toggle sprint and use this mechanic. Somebody on mobile or somebody who uses a different sprint method would not be able to do this. So that's really not balanced towards the game, really messes with the way people use their settings. They're going to all be turning this on to get a competitive advantage, and it's really hard for these people to really compete right now. So that's why I think they're definitely going to remove it once it starts to take notice. But as of the moment, like, it could be in the game for a long time, so I think it's something worth learning. But don't be surprised if they take it out. As far as getting banned for this is, as I explained already, sort of more of a game mechanic than a glitch. It's not something that's not really meant to happen. It is allowed to happen by the scripts of the game. By the way the game was created, this is allowed. Which is the crazy thing, is that you can't really get banned for using this. But, again, don't take my word for it. Proceed at your own risk. Please do not come telling me that you got banned and that it's my fault. I'm just here to tell you and give you information. I hope that cleared up some questions maybe you guys may have had, or maybe you're just curious of how this works. A simple fix would just be a way within your resume sprinting part, as I described it, where your ADS and then you pull out of the ADS and it wants to resume your sprint from the walking position of ADS. If in there you had a way of detecting whether you're sliding or not, maybe a Boolean value, a true or false, is sliding, yes, no. That way they could figure that out. It'd be a pretty simple fix. I think a decent developer could do that in 30 minutes or less. It's pretty easy. I just don't think they've really noticed it much. And this is like kind of banned in like competitive tournaments and stuff right now because it's just not all that balanced. Again, as I said, it's not super balanced towards everybody, and it's really controversial at the point right now. However, I do not think that this is a glitch. This is definitely a game mechanic, and that you should rightfully be able to use this within game. You should not get banned for it. Alright guys, that's going to be all for today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed. I hope you guys, this helped you figure something out. I don't know. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment below. Again, I'm not really much of a developer myself. I do a little bit. I don't do that much. I don't know all that much about the scripts or all the details of it. I don't know the way the game was designed, but this is just from me looking at it, what it looks like to me, and I hope that really helps describe everything for you. That way, if you're deciding whether or not to use it, maybe I helped you make a decision. Maybe you want to practice it now. Maybe you're thinking, oh, they're going to remove it. I don't want to practice it anymore. Anyway, that's going to be it.